Well, look what we have here. Episode number 5 of Unsolicited Career Advice, where I basically am your uncle that you avoid at every family dinner, and I answer a bunch of career questions that you weren't asking me. Oh, and today is a special Reddit edition where all of our questions are coming directly from, you guessed it, Reddit. Question number 1. When should I start participating in work events? So you're new at work, they're having an event, and you're trying to figure out when's the right time to start going to those events. The answer? ASAP. Rocky. Look, the sooner you start to go to events like this, the sooner your new job starts to feel familiar. I'm not saying that you have to go to every single event, but jumping into this one head first is a great way to show your willingness to be part of the team. So here's what to do. Before the event, strike up a conversation with some of the people on your team or in your office. Ask them if they're going. Ask them how the events usually are. That way, you're planting what we call a conversation seed. And by we, I'm talking about me and only me. But what I mean is, that way, when you get to the event, you can walk up to them and continue the conversation that was started in the office. Another thing to try at the event, use your newness as a complete excuse to introduce yourself to some of the friendly faces. Like a simple, "Hi, I'm Ryan, I'm the new guy, I thought I'd come and say hello," is a perfect way to start a conversation. It's going to be awkward the first few times that you do it, but you'll find your groove, I promise, and the sooner you do, the better. Question number 2. I've got a little extra cash lying around, and how can I use this cash to invest in something that makes me look good on a resume? Take that money, put it in the bank, and don't touch it. For now, invest your time. Take an online course, learn a language, volunteer, figure out what you're interested in and where that stuff could take you. Do that as long as you can for free. And then when you reach a point where you have to invest some money, maybe for a course, a certification, or a license, that's when it's time to crack out the cash. In most cases, experience doesn't cost money, and it's that experience that's going to make you more employable and make your career decisions a little clearer. Question number 3. Should I go into a career I hate or take a chance? Abba, you want to help me out with this one?
Take a chance. I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me.
So yeah, if you're pretty sure that you're gonna hate this career path, get out now. Now that being said, is it the industry that you hate? Is it your work environment that you hate, right? Because working in the accounting and finance industry could be anything from working from the government to working from an awesome accounting startup. If you feel for a second that it might be just the environment that you hate, you owe it to yourself to maybe try another work environment. But if you feel in your soul that it's the industry, get out now. And that's all I have to say about that. Question number 4. Should I go back for another BA? My current one is a flop. In most cases, more degrees isn't the answer. I'm not trying to trivialize what you're going through. I mean, I can't imagine what it's like applying to 400 jobs with no luck. But the answer at this point isn't more school, more debt, and more wasted time. My advice? Give yourself a set amount of time to really buckle down and refine your process. Go to meetups, dig deep into your network, reach out to people on LinkedIn, tweak your resume, start to really figure out what your path could look like and go to work on step number 1. No way is this stuff easy. But if you're going back to school, you want to be crystal clear on what you're doing there, and experience is what will get you there. Finally, question number 5. This one comes from a Reddit user who recently had a horrible experience at a job fair. What do you guys do when looking for jobs? How do you keep your spirits up? Man, job fairs can be a tough place to be, especially if you're already stressed out about your job search. First thing, recognize that a job search is never a lot of fun. I mean, think about it. It involves rejection, self-doubt, second guessing, silence, and self-reflection. Those things aren't the best. In order to not get pulled into that deep, dark hole of hopelessness, it's so key that you have somebody that you can talk to, somebody who will listen, somebody who won't judge, and somebody who could maybe even offer words of encouragement. That person could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a parent or even a community like Reddit. The point is, don't try to deal with this all by yourself. Have somewhere that you can turn when things get really crappy and somewhere you can turn when things really start to pick up again. Finally, keep busy. A job search is basically really hard level on a really hard video game, and the only way to pass it is by keep moving forward, staying busy, and trying new things. And if you feel like things aren't working as is, figure out what little tweaks you can make to your approach to get closer to clearing the level. And that's episode number 5. If you think there's anything that we can help you with, send us an email, hit us up on Twitter, or sit down for dinner with me because I've got a whole lot of unsolicited career advice.